believe him, nothing less spread your hands and say, tell bad mind see me and don't see me.
3, 2, 1. WEFM is SVG.
WhatsApp us or call us at 457-9997. Rise and shine. Let's get ready to take on the day. Activated Mornings on WEFM 99.9 is on now.
It's another day with us, Roleza and Dianna, right here on Activated Mornings on the Clean Fresh Sound. Of course, at this time, we usually have another person with us who is Mr. PeeJohn, and he is already on the line to give us his usual morning commentary. So, PeeJohn, good morning.
Good morning, Dianna. Good morning, Roleza. Hope you're having a good day so far. I have an important question. I hope that will generate some discussion even beyond today. And the question is, should political parties in SVG be made to disclose their finances? As it stands now, political parties in this country are not legally required to disclose their source of finance or the nature of their financing. This is a requirement in many democracies, but not here in SVG. Parties could spend as much as they like without publicly divulging the quantum or the sources of their funds. Should the electorate call on them to do so? Now, in answering this question, let us consider the following. In democracies where party financing is disclosed, they do so for a number of reasons. One is transparency and accountability. They claim that public disclosure of party finances ensures that citizens know who funds the party, who funds the campaign, and whether there are potential conflicts of interest. For instance, donations from foreign countries, from disreputable entities, etc. This to say claims helps them to prevent corruption and undue influence. The other factor to consider is that the strengthening of democracy. When political parties reveal their funding sources, voters can make more informed decisions. It ensures a level playing field and reduces the risk of money-dominant politics and money from nefarious sources dominating the elections. The other factor is preventing corruption and illicit funding. Without transparency, there's a risk of illegal funding, like from money launderers, drug traffickers, or other forms of disreputable foreign influence. And disclosure laws will help to deter these activities. And finally, contributing to public trust in our institutions. They say that many democracies, for example, UK, Canada, and some parts of the Caribbean, require financial disclosures to enhance trust in the political process. And perhaps SVG could benefit from similar measures. Like I said, currently SVG lacks strict campaign finance laws. This means that the parties are not legally required to disclose funding sources. Even if they're called upon to do so, they are likely to resist this level of transparency to protect donors' anonymity or maintain financial advantage. Nevertheless, financial transparency of political parties in SVG could strengthen democracy, reduce corruption, align the country with regional and international best practices. Implementing such reforms should probably be a priority for both the government and civil society. And that is my rant for the day.
All right, this is an interesting one, PeeJohn. You're very welcome. All right.
righty, it's another Thursday morning here. Good morning to all of you that are tuned into WEFM. We are so glad that you are here. Remember, you don't have to just listen. You are also invited to call and talk to us. Yeah, man. 457-9997. That is the number. You can get us on WhatsApp, and you can also get us on the landline if you wish to be a part of the discussion. And we would love for you to be a part of our discussions, right? Now we've had our commentary from Mr. PeeJohn. Oh, wait, but before I get there, let me say, Buiti Benafi, Roleza.
Buiti Benafi, Dianna. Buenos dias. Bonjour. Hola. That's all I remember for foreign languages to say good morning. All right. So good morning to everybody near and far. Trust that you are doing A-okay. It is Thursday, which means one more day for most of us. Yes, management, I'm excited to get my weekend started. All right. But nonetheless, I am still happy to be here with everybody this morning. All right. And of course, we are going to try our best to make today a great one for all of you, at least your morning. All right. But then again, it's WEFM by extension. So let me just put it in there one time. All right. All righty.
All right, so we've had our commentary from PeeJohn, and his question is, should political parties be made to disclose their finances? Now, to be honest, I'm not sure how I feel about this one. I think I still have to do a little bit more thinking on this and probably looking into some other things. But I will say this, though, even though funds can still be concealed. Now, he mentioned one of the reasons why they should disclose they should disclose the source of their funds is to sort of curb the getting money from shady people or shady places. But I do believe that funds can be concealed. So yes, I do agree that can help as well. The transparency can help in that regard. But I still believe that, funds can still be concealed. People could still say they get money from places. I mean, those things have happened throughout history, right? So I'm not sure how I feel about this one just yet, Roleza.
All right. Yeah. So yes, it is interesting that this question is being asked, and I suppose I've never really considered it before, but yes, it is interesting. I know that as an individual, I have to declare my source of funds, because if I am living a particular lifestyle and I'm working here at WEFM, I have a business, and yet I am driving a Benz or a Lexus, or I don't even know what other kind of vehicles are there because I know nothing about vehicles. But I look like I'm living a lifestyle that I cannot possibly be earning due to legitimate means, right? So yes, as an individual, I have to declare my source of funds, and I do believe that political parties should as well. Now, one of the challenges I think that when it comes to, let's say, those persons within the private sector who are supporting political parties, I am wondering if in our little 2x4 country, given that we are so politically divided, would this work to the benefit of some of these businesses, right? Some of these businesses and some of these individuals, because we actually know, unless the owners of the businesses come out and state that they are for a particular side, many times we would not know who is actually contributing to campaign funds, right? And I don't know if in our country where we are so divided, if this would actually work to the benefits of the persons with the businesses, right? Persons may not want to patronize them if they are for the other side, which to me is kind of silly, because if you have a business and the business is running properly, you're getting proper customer service, they're offering quality products and services, there's no reason why you should not patronize the business, even if they are donating to a party that you are not supporting, because really and truly there should be that separation in my eyes, right? But I know that not everybody is going to see it that way. One of the other things too, with regards to declaring the source of funds, I feel that there are times when it seems as though there's a bit of an unfair advantage, right? Because there can be a party that has a lot more money donated towards its campaign, right? As we can all see, that many times the ULP, especially with their concerts, well, they don't call them concerts, let me correct myself, with their rallies, right? We noted that, they're able to bring in, multiple artists, different types of artists, etc. And they're able to organize, I say, transportation. And they can have these with a bit more frequency than, let's say, what we can see happening on the NDP side. So sometimes we have to look at it as if, is it a fair playing field, right? Is it a case where one party has more campaign funds and so they're able to entice persons? Now, it has been said before, I don't know any proof, but of course, all of us have heard this on the ground before, that sometimes money is also given out to persons to vote, right? Now, whether or not this is true, it has been something that has been said on the ground for years. Now, if this is also the case, is it correct that the party that has more funds, or well, not just the party that has more funds, any party in particular, should be, apart from where it is that you're receiving money from, do we sort of also need to know where funds are being dispersed to or allocated to? All right. Maybe they might say that's not our business. Just knowing where the source of funds is enough, but not how money is actually being spent. Right. So yeah, it is an interesting question. Yes, I do note that especially with the US elections and to different campaign funds, we tend to hear of who has donated what to what, right? And these billionaires like Elon Musk, etc., was heavily behind Trump, and many might say that he influenced Trump's success or his win at the polls. So I am in agreement with it, but is it actually going to happen? Possibly not. All right, possibly not. And it can actually probably work on both ends, not just the party that's in power, but I think that it might also go to the party that's trying to get into power, not wanting for that disclosure to be made. So, yeah.
All righty then. So I believe that would be it from there, because I don't have any more. I don't have anything more that I can add at this moment. I was thinking about one of the points you made there as well. So, PeeJohn, I might have to make a wrongs, as the van people say. I'm making a wrongs with that one, right? All right. So just to give you some updates. All right. There are more scholarships now being made available for persons to attend Monroe University. So just reading something here from the API. If you hear the word scholarships and you have any persons around you that may be going to study, may be interested in studying, please, as old people say, cock your ears to hear. Or it may very well be you. All right. So the first generation scholarships for Monroe University has increased from 54 to 75. Prime Minister Dr. Ralph Gonsalves made that announcement, and he urged prospective students to take note as applications open in May, June. So if you have anybody living with you, anybody you know of that may be eligible for this, just let them know that applications open in May, June, right? The Prime Minister also urged candidates to start the process early. This program, which was implemented across the Caribbean region, will provide first-generation scholarships to Vincentian students here and in the diaspora. The scholarships cover full tuition coverage, and it allows students to pursue their higher education without financial barriers. At this present moment, SVG has 247 students at Monroe University, and here are some more scholarships that are being offered. So if you know of anyone who can take advantage of this opportunity, please pass on the message and let them know that help is here. Right?
All right. So of course, it's always a good thing to hear of more scholarships being offered. If anybody, not that I'm against student loans, but once you can capitalize on a scholarship in the first instance, I would always say to try for that first. Because when you come back, you want to start your life, all right? Not be studying about paying a loan, hanging over your head, all right? And this is not to the detriment of any financial institution, because not everybody is going to get a scholarship, all right? But we know how beneficial scholarships are in the long run. All right, so just a point here that Coach O is making with regards to the topic posed by PeeJohn. So he's saying, good morning, angels. It's okay for you to know who is giving the money, but how it's spent, he doesn't care. So yeah, so I could take that. Yeah, knowing where the source of funds is coming from is important, but how it's dispersed or distributed or spent, maybe kind of we don't have to know. So we could probably leave that. Yeah.
All right, then that's it. That means that we are going to head out of our talk segment right about now, because at 7:35, which is like a couple seconds from now, we have to bring to you our WeFM's traffic talk, and then after that, 7:45, we're back with more commentary.